Well, the transfer portal is up and running and it is chugging along at full steam. And the Kansas basketball program is looking to take full advantage in the transfer portal this offseason. Bill Self said recently that he's been living in the portal since KU's season ended. And when you look at the number of players that the Jayhawks have been linked with in the portal since the season ended, you can see that Bill Self is telling the truth. KU's been very, very active in recruiting the transfer portal, but they're going to be very selective because KU has about 3 spots, at least expected 3 spots, could be as many as 4, to work with in the portal. And so their needs are very, very specific when you dive into it. First and foremost, you look at the guard position. Kansas loses Joseph Yesufu and Bobby Pettiford to the portal. They add someone in on Marco Jackson, a McDonald's All-American, who by all accounts is going to be able to have a really strong start to his Kansas basketball career as a freshman. KU needs another guard, though, to come off the bench or to start and provide a little bit of a scoring punch, perhaps. Someone that can play with alongside Marco Jackson, can play alongside DeJuan Harris, because we all know as long as DeJuan Harris is at Kansas, he's going to play a lot of minutes. So you need a type of guard that can play alongside either one of those two, or maybe even potentially with both of them on the court and making it kind of a 3-man backcourt, or 3 guards, if you will. That's one position Kansas is going to need. Another is at the 4, where KU has to replace Jalen Wilson's production. You look at someone like KJ Adams, who KU is projecting to play on the wing a little bit more next season. And then you've also got Marcus Adams, a rising freshman from the high school ranks, who will also most likely play the 4. But Kansas wants someone that maybe has a little bit more scoring punch than a KJ Adams, or someone that's unproven like Marcus Adams, someone that's athletic. Bill Self said maybe can shoot a little bit. You think about someone that can provide some stretch 4 capabilities, score, rebound, defend, a very all-around player. And then finally, there's the big man position, where Bill Self said that he wants a guy that can go out there and get 20 and 10. And I think you look at what Kansas has right now in terms of big men. And if you want to classify KJ Adams in this, you can. If you want to classify him as more of a wing like KU will try to this offseason, you can as well. But Ernest Udeh and Zuby Ejiofor are both still young. They'll both be sophomores next year. Neither one really truly established themselves in the rotation for the entirety of the season. They both had ebbs and flows throughout the year. I don't know if you want to go into a season expecting both of them to take up all 40 minutes at the 5. I think Kansas would like to have a more experienced option at the 5 to go in, potentially start, if not play at least 20 minutes, and bring that production that Bill Self wants, so that someone like Ernest Udeh can maybe win that second job where he's averaging 15 minutes per game for the entire season and not having a stretch in January where he's not playing much. Or maybe Zuby Ejiofor wins that, and if he's able to stay healthy, can take up those 15 minutes. But regardless, Kansas will use 3 big men. That's just how it works with foul trouble. You don't know how injuries are going to play out. And plus, then you've also got KJ Adams as a wild card to put in there at the 5 if KU wants to go small. But I don't expect KJ Adams to be the starting center for Kansas next fall. So overall, those are the 3 positions to keep an eye on as KU is recruiting the transfer portal. And for all the latest intel on who KU is recruiting in the transfer portal, stay tuned to the Fog.net VIP board. Make sure you sign up for a VIP subscription. You can join today for just $1.